Hello and welcome. My name is Mustafa Alone, and in this lesson we'll learn how to use transparency tool in CorelDRAW. So when we look at this now, this is the transparency tool, especially reveal image area underneath the object. Okay, underneath the object image areas. Okay, so now let's assume that we have this object like this, and I give it a fill like this. So if I should use this transparency tool, look at this now, this layer, if I drag it now, you can see that it will be the opacity of this image will be declining. So as it's decreasing, you'll be seeing the object underneath it. You can see. Because if I should put it to 0 now, you not see the white area. This you know there is white behind this object, so but you will not see. So once I drag, it will be revealing it gradually. By the time I get to 100%, it will reveal it completely. So that is the work of this tool. But if I should stop here now, it means that you've not learned anything. So transparency tool is a very powerful tool that you can use to achieve some kind of a good blend. When you are designing, you can use it to manipulate your backgrounds, blend different things together. So now look at this image. Now let me start with this. If I should click on this transparency tool like this, and I click on this, you can see this now. I can go to this config. You see the merge mode here. In other softwares like Adobe, they call it blend mode. You have different blend modes here. So what this merge does is like bring a pixel of one image and blend it with another to give you a completely different effect. So let's assume now that we change this to like exclusion. I can see this image is changing. That is how they react. So if I should change it to multiply now, there are some of them that you not notice any effect. Now let's look closely, but by the time I bring in another object, you will notice all the changes now. So now let me start. Let me bring this one first to normal. So now this image now, let's assume that I have a adjustment layer above this now. So I don't want to touch this image directly. Let me bring a rectangle over this, and I will give it a fill, any color at all, like this. So you can see that you are not seeing anything here because it's hiding is on a layer above the layer of this image. Even if you go to the object, you see the layers. So it is above this rectangle is above this image, so you will not see anything. So by the time you decrease the transparency now, you start seeing it. Oh, so you can see, but what if I have so many things in mind to do and I don't want to touch, decrease anything? I want it to give me some special effects, different effects. So after selecting this now, I'll come to this mode now. Then there are several groups of these match modes. We have the normal mode, we have the darken mode, which consists of if darker, multiply, color, burn, and see all these ones, they belong to dark. Now we have a lighting mode as well, which consists of a if lighter like lightness, screen, color dodge, and others. They belong to that group. So if I should change this to like multiply now, you can see the effect that it's giving me. That is any image, any area in this on this image, any pixel with brightness of 100% will not show. So it depends on your projected surface. If the brightness level of your surface on top of this is like 50%, it means that any brightness, any pixel with a brightness level above that will not show. Okay, so I don't want to spend much time on this now because this is not, we are not doing Photoshop here. Okay, I just want to show you some things. So in case I want to add this as my background and I want to put my text, if I should write on it directly, it might not reveal properly. So I can just play around with this to, you can see, to just give me some kind of effect. So that by the time I type on it, my text will show. So you can just try it around. So different things. So now, okay. So now another thing you can do with transparency tool is like look at this model here. If I should bring out to P now, P for page, okay. So now you can see that maybe you are designing like a birthday flyer now, and you can see that you want to put this young lady here, but you can see this sharp ending here. It doesn't look professional at all. If you design a flyer with this, they will know that you don't know how to do it. So it's very wrong. So you have to look for a way to fade that into this background. So you can use transparency tool to achieve that. By the time I click on what drag, and you have this like this. So this one we have the nodes here, the black and the white. That is the light and the darker one. So if I should click on this now, I can change the transparency of this side. So like this side to be revealing the image. You can see it's revealing completely 100%. You can see here this white 0. You can see, so white means to reveal and black means to hide. So that is it even in other softwares like Photoshop. So now what if I want to fade this edge now into this background? It means I will push this black upward to dominate with the white. So I will just drag it up like this. You can see it's hiding again, and by the time I'm done, you will notice that this you cannot see where this any sharp end here again. You will hardly see any sharp the way it was before. Just compare it. Look at this now. Okay, Shift F4 to bring it to page. So look at it now with the way it is before. You can see how successfully what fade this young lady here into this background. So this is how you achieve a kind of a beautiful background when you are designing. Okay, so now one more thing, like let's assume that you have a let me look at this. Let me this page. Okay, um, like let's assume that I've already this is the same thing. I've already fade this edge and to this background. I want to do for the other side. I want to fade this side into this background. If I should click on my transparency tool, I will not be able to do that because this one is already there. It will not allow me to go and start touching another part. If I should click here like this, you can see this it has already bringing back to square one here before going there. So let me undo. So what you will now do now, you have to convert this image now. You have to turn it as if it's a newly imported image. Then how do we achieve that? You go to your bitmap, convert to bitmap. GPI 300 and GPI dots per inch RGB color like this and okay. So this one, if I should click on transparency tonight, it will not reveal the notes again. So I can then click and drag. You can see I can then click and what and drag. You can see and this side is already fading into the background. So you can see how powerful this transparency tool is. So let me just undo. So guys, this is it on how to use the transparency tool. If there is anything later we'll learn as we move on. So see you in our next class.